job, guys. Paddle 5 right in the middle. Yeah! Sometimes you'll call it paddle 5 and people go to paddle 5 times and I'm like, no, high five everybody. Forward. Up. Forward. Stop. So guys, that's a nice little baby introduction of some of the stuff we'll be hitting today. So that was not exciting, then you just hold your horses about 20 minutes, okay? Yeah, it's nice that CFS has kind of went up a little bit. CFS, by the way, gang, is called cubic feet per second. So if you put any line in the river, that's how many cubic feet per second of water is running past that line. Forward. Stop. So each cubic foot of water, guys, weighs 62.5 pounds. So you can imagine 1,300 times 62.5, that's quite the power running through this river at all times. Forward. Stop.
I think I overpowered with the jacket.
Right turn. Right side paddles backwards. Stop. Forward. Stop. Guys, so how's everybody feeling with our foot placements, with our paddling? Feeling good? Any questions?
How long is the whole trip?
It just depends about if we have any stops, anything unexpected, but just right around 2.5 hours.
Nice. What is that length-wise?
Sorry, what?
Length-wise.
Oh, it's just about 10 miles.
10 miles.
Yes, sir. Yeah, like I said, depends if we all stay in the current, haul through all this stuff, then it'll be a little shorter. If we have a little hiccup, forward, then we might have to stop. Stop. So, give or take an hour. If you stay in this current, you can really start moving down this river, though.
Yeah.
We're not hiking 10 miles. That's the good news, guys.
6 was
Forward. Stop. Yeah, so I just got back last night from a trip on the Gunnison River, and we had hauled all our stuff in with the van. You have to hike it down a couple miles down into the gorge, and then we're hiking back out. Started raining, so the whole road got washed out. We had to hike out 13 miles. It was quite the journey, and this was in the rain, in the mud at 7 o'clock at night. So 1 o'clock in the morning, we finally pulled up to the hotel. It's nice, nice little hike.
You're hiking out with a raft?
No, we had all our overnight bags though, so about a 50-pound bag each. But the real bummer was that mud was accumulating on our shoes, so I was wearing like cement boots the whole time. Forward. Stop. Forward. Stop. Forward. Stop. Forward. All together, guys. Let's go. Left turn. Stop. Good work. Paddling was looking super good, guys. Like I said, if we paddle like this in the canyon, I do not foresee any problems.
Is it okay if the back pedal, or the back pedal is like a draft?
Sorry, what?
The back paddle is like a draft?
What do you mean?
It's okay instead of like a regular stroke?
Yeah, if you kind of pry into it, as long as you're putting that pressure on it, but it is kind of better if you paddle, but like I said, even if you can get that pry on it, it'll do something.
Okay.
So if you guys look to the right up there, that is called Rainbow Rock, okay? So as the iron in the rock starts to naturally oxidize and turn into rust, you get that beautiful red color in the background, and then this natural lichen from the area settles on top of that and gives you that beautiful piece of artwork that you see right there. So it used to be a pretty popular climbing area, but recently got bought out by a private developer, unfortunately. Back pedal. Stop. So you guys are gonna hear my voice get pretty loud, pretty aggressive in these rapids. Promise you I'm not mad at you. I just need your paddling to match the tone of my voice, okay? So if I'm yelling, there's probably a reason. So yeah, like I said, guys, about 20-25 more minutes of the slow water, and then we'll be in the sporty stuff. Forward. Stop. So did anybody involuntarily get drug on this trip today? Everybody good to go? Nobody scared? All right, good to hear. Forward. Stop. Left turn. Stop. Forward. Stop. Good work, you guys. Great paddling. It's not that often you see this good of paddling this early, so good sign, a good omen. So just so everybody on the boat does know, you guys are my volume control today, okay? So if we get that bigger stuff and you can't hear me, please let me know and I'll turn it up, okay?
So this is the hand signal that we can't hear you?
Yeah. You can just turn around and say, hey Tanner, how about you talk like a man? So guys, is everybody familiar with the Nestle water company?
Yeah.
So right over here on the left, on the other side of this ridge, is where they do the majority of their source water for Arrowhead water bottles.
Oh, really?
So it literally is straight from the source. It's pretty cool though, they have some sort of program. So all the water they pull from this creek that would run into the river, they have to replace that with gallons of water from the reservoir upriver. So yeah, the river's not missing out because it is all getting replenished.
So really they can just take it from the reservoir.
Yeah, like I said, I know it can get hot in those splash jackets, so let me know if we need to get a little splash action going. Test those bad boys out, see how well they're working. On the flip side of that too, gang, I do have sweaters and ponchos in this bag. So if we do start getting splashed, it gets a little windy or whatnot, we get cold, let me know and I'll make sure everybody's comfortable as possible. Also on the bottom of the boat, you see these green water bottles. These are for you guys. All that I ask is you close that cap before they go back down there. That way we all aren't sick for a month and get giardia. Yeah, when I was just out there in the Gunnison, me and my friend were riding a kayak down this pretty good rapid, and for some reason we thought we should ride it upside down. So did not end up the best plan. We did flip and took quite the swim, but I drank quite a bit of river water, so I'm kind of worried about that. If you guys see me getting sick, you know what's going on, okay? Just trying to give you my medical conditions. I know you guys gave me yours, so make sure we're all on the same page.
Volunteer to help you with the number 2.
Paddle? Yes, what I'm asking for is actually a bag buddy. Stop. And David, I appreciate the offer. So guys, is everybody familiar with Pikes Peak in Colorado?
Yep.
Yep. So this mountain right in front of us, I guess you could call it a hill, I'll call it a mountain. It's called Ruby Mountain. It was actually founded by the same guy who founded Pikes Peak, Zebulon Pike. So what happened with that is he had come up here on a military expedition. He's actually accredited with being the first permanent resident of this valley, set up the first house. So came up here, they're doing a little mining around, seeing what's going on. They started pulling handfuls and handfuls of rubies out of this very hill in front of us. So they thought they'd struck it rich. They got a big grant from the government to come down here. Got a bunch of guys to set up a mine. So they started sending it down to Denver by the truckload. Forward! Stop! By the truckload, and once it got down there, they actually found out it was all garnets, so pretty much worthless. But yeah, that Zebulon Pike was an interesting man. I also have heard he's never really climbed Pikes Peak, He only climbed about halfway up, got altitude sickness, and then threw his name on it, because that's how that works. But yeah, he's like, yeah, this mountain is unclimbable. And then a month later, some guy's like, no, it's not. And then went up and did it. Any fishermen on the boat? So this is a gold medal section of river. So what that means, guys, is every mile has 2,000 to 5,000 trout in it. So it's quite a bit of fish in this river, yeah. And every acre of water has to have 15 fish over 15 inches. So there's some big guys in here. Forward. Stop. So this on the left, guys, is called Ruby Mountain Campground. It's a great camp spot just because commercial trips cannot put in or take out at this put in. So you don't have those huge busloads of people coming in and going. And once we get into the Browns Canyon National Monument, the actual monument, that is all accessible through a trail system through this campground.
So like if you were staying in here, you could just as individual
Left turn. Stop. Yeah, it's a private
kayak
boat.
or private.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And actually you can do private trips there, but it's only below 600 CFS. Forward. Stop. Just because you want to be able to go to that section we just did, it'd just be too low. But yeah, exactly, as a private boater you definitely can. Sometimes you'll see big brigades of private boaters going out there, but it's usually pretty chill there. Like I said, once we get in the National Monument, gang, I'll go ahead and point that out for you. That's when the public land does start on.